I can make it there. I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
How we doing, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Here with me today, as damn near always, my co-host, my brother from another mother, Mr. Idris Salam, North Carolina via the Bronx, New York.
Boom, boom, bang, bang. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday night, which means there is Thursday night football. Idris, in the above comment that I left for you, I made a prediction a couple of hours earlier on my solo show. Who do you got winning tonight and why?
Good question. I don't know, man. You caught me early on this. Hey, I'm gonna go Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo. I mean, Houston been playing good with Davis Webb. But they've been hanging on by a string, you know.
Davis Mills, but I know who you meant.
Yeah, Davis. Yeah, what do I call him? David.
Davis Webb was
Davis
the
Webb,
guy that all of us Giant fans hoped was going to be Eli Manning 2.0.
Yeah,
but that just was not the case.
Yeah, I got the Giants on my mind. Yeah, I mean, he's played well. I mean, he's a veteran. You know, he was there during the hard times with Lovey. Buffalo, they know what they got to do, man. Because they've been looking real. I mean, they won last week, you know, but they've been looking like very, very beatable. Like,
yes, average. Sir.
That average.
Yes, sir.
You go Buffalo. You want to score right now? I'll give you a score of.
You build it up however you want.
Yeah, let's go with it. I think Josh Allen's gonna come back to form. He's gonna run one. He's gonna throw one like he's been doing forever and ever and ever. I think Cook's gonna get off. I mean, they got a good defense in Houston. Can't deny that. But it's just the offensive side. I think Mills will do well, but I think Buffalo's gonna get at him. So I'm gonna go 28-17 Buffalo.
All right. I like the score for the Bills. I did pick it a little lower. I got the Bills winning as well. I'm seeing 5 field goals from the Texans. I believe Kaimi is getting the start. I better check that out because in my work league, he's my kicker. One of my kickers. It's a 2-quarterback, 2-kicker, lot of player league. Way I see this thing going, I think Cook is going to be limited, but he will have a couple of breakouts. It may actually be in the form of the passing game. Yeah. Houston does sport the #1 defense in the league, but the problem is with their offensive deficiencies, they put their defense in a lot of unfavorable positions. So the 28 wouldn't blow my mind. I do have it a little lower. I got Buffalo winning by a singular point, 16-15.
I got to give it to you. When you make field goal predictions, I don't think you've missed any. If you did, you were like real close.
Yeah, I got that accuracy like you do evaluating quarterbacks. John Gruden needs to open up a seat with you on that little quarterback travel world that he's got going on.
Hey, we got to bring the show on there, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you might be right because you nailing the field goal stuff. So
We shall see. What I do know, and I said this earlier today, if Buffalo does indeed lose, because that is, of course, a possibility, you might as well hand the Patriots the division title. And not to mention, this could be the season that nobody saw coming, where the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, who arguably have the two best quarterbacks in all of the NFL, both miss the playoffs. It's not out of the question.
it's possible.
Chiefs are in bigger danger than Buffalo, but Buffalo better watch their ass.
Yeah, Buffalo just hadn't been playing. Let me get on this camera. Buffalo hasn't been playing. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing Idris Salam. Buffalo hasn't been playing like Buffalo, man. They just haven't been playing like Buffalo.
No, they have not.
Let's see on offense. So it's not inconceivable that Houston won't win.
No.
But going back to what you were talking about, KC and Buffalo, it's possible because Denver, they did beat KC.
Yes, sir.
And
You called that. I was wrong on that. You called it.
it was, you know what? I didn't think it would be offense. I knew it'd be defense because that's the only way you're going to beat KC. You got to beat them on defense because you're not going to beat them on offense.
No doubt.
Yeah, so it's possible, man. It's possible. It's possible because Pittsburgh and Cleveland, Pittsburgh and Baltimore in the north. The South, dang, I mean, you got Indy, you got Jacksonville, you got Houston, the West, KC, Denver, the Chargers.
Man. Chargers coming off a disappointing game, but they're very much alive. And you know what's interesting? In the South now, you've got Jacksonville and now Houston kind of putting themselves into the picture where maybe it's the West that doesn't send three.
Houston came back because Houston was looking dead in the water, man.
Yes, they were.
They're looking dead in the water. So it's possible. I think one of them will get in, but it's very possible. I know Chiefs fan, nah. And I know Buffalo fan, No, we're talking objective. We're not talking like fans. It's possible your two teams might miss the playoffs.
And if I had to pick one of the two that would have the complete off year, it would be the Chiefs because of the fact that they already got 5 L's.
Yeah, and also that division. At least
I'll put it to you like this: they can't afford more than 7 losses. If they get an 8th loss, they might miss.
It's a wrap. And you got to look at the division, the conference, division, to where they got to deal with Case, they got to deal with Denver and I keep wanting to call them San Diego. They've been gone from San Diego for years. The Chargers, to where in the East, Buffalo has to deal with the Patriots. However, the Patriots did beat them.
Yes, so which is all the more reason why how the Patriots are on this 8-game heater.
Yeah.
The Bills almost have to play perfect down the stretch just to have a chance to catch them.
Because they already lost the tiebreaker with New England. And plus losing to Miami, that didn't help.
Yes.
I mean, Miami's not going to make the playoffs.
Not by any means.
So,
and I will say this, Buffalo does, even though it's a disappointment for them to not win the East this year, if they do get in, they provide a very complicated opponent as a wild card.
Yeah. You don't want to play Buffalo if they're wild.
Because you still got an MVP level quarterback in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. It's still a challenge for a young team that hasn't been there in a minute, like in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
For a team like Denver, who is on such a high pedestal, and to be honest, for a team like New England, that would be something if Buffalo goes in there and messes them up, even though New England wins the division.
Yeah. The East is. You know what? With Miami, they're out of it, but the way they're playing lately, dude, they might be.
Yeah, every time that we're writing the eulogy for Mike McDaniel's coaching tenure in Miami, his team shows up for him.
Yeah, and I think they want to play for him. They fired the GM. I think the players generally like him. I think they like him.
He's definitely a player's coach, and I also think that when you put it all on the line like that, and you talk about your history of addiction and how you overcame it, it shows you to be very imperfect and very human. And I think when you can keep it so real with your players on that level, they are the kind of group that even though this is an off year and it's been a rough go, they will run through a wall for that man.
Oh, you know they will.
And you can tell he's a cool cat. I saw him at the hockey game, ringing the bell for the Florida Panthers, who are working on a potential three-peat this year.
Yeah.
So Mike McDaniel, definitely a likable guy. So it looks like he's gonna be able to keep his job after all.
Let me ask you about him. I know we didn't get to our team yet, but what would you think him as our OC?
Mike McDaniel?
Yeah.
I would not be the least
OC, not his, OC. Yeah.
As an OC, I think the guy would succeed. Ryan Shed, what's up, brother? Who would have thought that Brett's second favorite team would have a better record than all of the panel's favorite teams?
Sure.
He could get Shed could get away with talking that shit because he grew up with Brett.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He remembers Brett when Brett used to go on the camping trip with the incomparable Disco Dan. All right. If you think you know Brett, you gotta meet his dad.
Oh man.
That man is a good time.
Because I met Brett, and Brett is something else. He's something special.
One of my favorite memories was seeing Disco Dan hanging out with my father. That was pretty damn cool.
Oh, man. That's crazy, man.
Roasting the two of us. That was cool.
Man. Yeah.
That was crazy. All right. So we're both on the Buffalo Bills for the dub tonight. I got it a little closer than Idris does. Yep. Disco Dan is legendary, fellas. You're damn right he is. Wheaties old man is pretty cool, too. Met him. That man looks like John Gotti. All right. Indianapolis Colts at 8-2, traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs at 5-5. Question: end of the Chiefs dynasty. These next 7 weeks will be a mad dash for the postseason. This is likely the Colts' biggest test of the year, based on the home of the Chiefs, and also because of recency, reputability. The Chiefs, until they are actually slayed, are still the team in the AFC.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, Indiana Jones. Idris, you are the biggest supporter of Daniel Jones remaining in the Giant community. I've ran into a few. Mr. McCoy of Hempstead, Long Island, is a huge Daniel Jones supporter as well. But you, sir, take the cake on the Daniel Jones support. So I'm going to let you start on this one. Indianapolis keys to victory. How do you see this going?
They got to be able to run the ball, man. They got to be able to run the ball. I mean, even if Daniel Jones got to get in there and run a few fakes, whatever, they got to be able to run the ball. And the defense has got this. I mean, they got a good defense. But they're going to have to step up. You're in KC. You know what I mean? You're in KC. It's not an easy place to play. It's not an easy place to play. KC's going to do KC. We already know what they got. We already know what they're going to do. You got Spags on the other side. And Spags is not giving them nothing. I think he's going to go at Daniel Jones. I think he's going to blitz him because he knows he's going to blitz him. He knows Daniel Jones. Even though Chiefs haven't played the Giants that much, but I think we played them twice with Daniel Jones. Yes, so he knows. Spags is a freaking genius, dude.
Yeah, so, Spags is the premier defensive coordinator and could very well be the first Hall of Fame inductee as a coordinator.
Yeah, so as much as I love Indiana Jones, they're going into KC, man. And I don't like to go against Indiana Jones, man. But I am Colts 28, Chiefs.
Idris, I don't know if you just broke the sound barrier over there, but I didn't catch anything after Indiana Jones.
Oh, did Indiana Jones? This is what I said. Indiana Jones, he's going into KC. Going to be a hard fight. It ain't going to be easy for him. Spags is waiting for him. It's going to be hard. So, I mean, but that being said, man, who else am I going to go to? The wild choice. Indiana Jones.
All right. Jonesy on the road.
But they're going to get
27.
They're going to get to him, though. They're going to get to him. They're going to pick him off. They're going to knock him down a few times. But I think it's going to be Jonathan Taylor, man. It's going to be, if they stop him, they're in trouble. And he's in trouble.
I agree with that. And the reason why I see this as such a big test is because we all agree that if Indy gets home field advantage, they have a huge shot to get to the Super Bowl. However, if they are the second seed or lower, I don't have that same good feel about them. Like if they have to go into the third round on the road, or even if they have to go in the second round on the road. It does worry me a little bit.
Yeah.
Until I see them do it in the playoffs. I mean, even if you get a game like Buffalo and Indy, that could be interesting. But I don't share your sentiments.
They have to go into KC and put up a fight. If they can't put up a fight in KC, they have to get home field advantage all the way through. Because I don't see them. I don't see it happening.
And a loss here would put them a game behind the pace because the New England Patriots, as well as the Denver Broncos, both jumped Indy because Indy was on a bye week.
Yep. Yeah, they have to win. They got to win Sunday. Tough game because these playoffs, I mean, we always see every year how playoffs teams, you got the team who ain't no good. Like, why is this team in the playoffs? But if you look at the AFC this year, whoever gets in there is going to be a hard, tough out.
No question.
You know, it's going to be hard because no division is locked up. I mean, no one's running away with it right now. So
I think this game won't be as bad as the game that Indy lost in Pittsburgh, but I am going to go with the home team here. I don't think I'm going to be wrong about the Chiefs 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to take the Chiefs for the W. Chiefs 27, Colts 17. I think the game is close until the fourth quarter, where I think the Chiefs will pitch a fourth quarter shutout. I think Jonathan Taylor has a decent game, not a great one. My hot take for this game is Kareem Hunt hits pay dirt twice.
I can see that.
He may only run for 35, 40 yards, but I think inside the red zone, we're going to see that. And I think the telltale in this game, and the two featured offensive stars both play the same position, as the young lion, Tyler Warren, goes up against the old dog, Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
And I think both of these tight ends are going to put on a nice show.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game. And if KC wins, I mean, it wouldn't be a shock to me. I'll put it that way. It wouldn't be a shock.
They need it bad. A loss here really complicates things moving forward for them.
And I think right now I'm going with Indianapolis, not because of Daniel Jones, but KC just look beatable now, man.
Very beatable. They have lost some of that mystique. And I got news for you. Taking it back to last year's Super Bowl, the Eagles had something to do with that.
Yeah. And see, that's why I'm going with Indiana. I mean, I want to say Indiana Jones, Indianapolis, because I don't know, man.
It's a big game, dude.
It's a big game, man. The loser is going to be in trouble in some type of way. You know,
no question.
Yeah,
Indy, from a confidence standpoint, and they're going to be called out in a way that they haven't experienced this year. KC, in the sense that if they lose, they're going to be written off.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good game. And your conclusion wouldn't shock me, but I just don't see the Chiefs losing 2 in a row at this juncture because they are in dire straits. So it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I can see
Having said that, I would like you to be right, because in no universe would I ever root for Patrick Mahomes over Daniel Jones.
Me neither. Same
and
here.
by the way, on an old podcast that Kelce and Mahomes were doing, I don't even know if they do that thing anymore. But I do know that, Kelce with his brother. So that was a stupid thing I just said. But Kelce admires Daniel Bellinger's game, and Patrick Mahomes, going back to New York, Daniel Jones was an admirer of Daniel Jones's game. So if Patrick Mahomes is bigging you up before you proved it to the league, it means that he might know what he's looking at.
Yeah, because Mahomes is smart. I mean, that guy's a gamer. Up here, he's
a lot smarter than his father, getting in fist fights with John Rocker.
The wrong guy to get in a fist fight with.
But I will say this: Patrick Mahomes' father is never scared. I give him that.
Oh no, he's not scared. But you know, John Rocker.
I mean, to hell with the obvious reasons why they wouldn't get along. Just from the way they look at the world.
Yeah. John Rocker.
Let's not forget, one guy's a Brave and one guy's a Met.
That's right.
Say less.
Rocker, boy.
And I will say very less and very little on this one right here. As I just dawned on me that I still have that question up. So sorry about that, viewers.
Dude, I just noticed it too.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it being up top. We've got the Seattle Seahawks at 7-3.
You can switch it back. I mean, I'm cool either way.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
All right.
The Seattle Seahawks at 7-3 at Tennessee, taking on the 1-9 Titans. The Titans would really piss off their fan base if they pull off a win here, considering that they have the number 1 overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft. That'll be 2 years in a row that they can achieve that. That's like Orlando Magic territory if we're talking NBA. The Seahawks own a strong wild card spot and still have a chance at the West. Not much to discuss here, so I'm going to make it short, sweet, and simple. Anything the Tennessee Titans could do, which is very little, the Seattle Seahawks can do about 25 times better. They could run the rock better. They can rush the quarterback better. They play better coverage downfield. They play better man and zone defense. They do everything better than the Tennessee Titans, and I don't care if this is in Tennessee's backyard, in your backyard, in my backyard. This is going to be an utter beatdown. Yeah. Give me the Seattle Seahawks 45, the Tennessee Titans 10.
Oh, shit.
Sam Darnold might have a perfect passer rating, and I hope Cam Ward survives this game.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm going to tell people about how I evaluate quarterbacks. The first thing I look at is how long a quarterback holds the ball.
Yeah.
Then I look because one thing I know coverages. I learned coverages young, and I always say a lot of these quarterbacks that come out of college can't read zone coverages. Shedeur Sanders cannot read zone coverages. Cam Ward cannot read zone coverages. Tyler Shaw cannot read zone coverages, and it's a shame because teams run zone in the NFL. That's what they do. Unless you got that one lockdown corner who can just make sure you're not running down the street here. And with Cam Ward, good quarterback, good arm, good mobility. He's not a big scrambler, but he gets it done. But the flaws are there. I mean, he can't read zone coverages, and Shedeur Sanders can't. I don't know why I got Shedeur Sanders. We'll talk about him later. But I think Seattle. I want to say 40 also. Tennessee, they got a decent defense.
I want Tennessee to win this game. Because if we lose and they win, we're like neck and neck for the 1 pick.
I want them to run the table. I know they won't do it, but I want them to run the table.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Seattle. I want to say 40 also. Yeah, I guess I'll say, you said 40 or 41?
I said 45.
Oh, you said 40. Oh, shit. I was going to raise you one. I'm going to go 41 to... I'm going to go 13. I think they'll get a couple of field goals. Yeah. But if they get
45 is predicated off of all touchdowns and 1 field goal.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me if they drop 45.
And I think some of that might come on the defensive side of the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think they can get like two on the defense. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Leonard Williams, bro. He's gonna be all over that young man.
I wish we still had him, man. I love Leonard Williams, man.
Yeah, that wasn't a trade we had to make.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It's gonna be ugly, man. Poor kid.
Dude is a legitimate disruptor. Julian Love. Do I miss him? To a level, because we haven't gotten anybody better back there since he left.
Nah, and he plays safety and corner. He was able to play both.
Yeah, he had the versatility, and he's a former Irish player. And as I always say, I'm loyal to my Irish guys.
Oh yeah, you know that, yeah.
All right, Minnesota Vikings, black and blue division at the Green Bay Packers. 4-6 are the Vikings. 6-3-1 are the Packers. Packers broke up a 2-game losing streak with with a hard-fought, adversity-filled win in East Rutherford over the Giants. Can they prevent their third straight home loss? I'm going to say they will prevent it, but it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah.
Vikings have been disappointing as second-year man J.J. McCarthy honestly has just not been good lately. And I think it's going to be exposed some of his deficiencies in Lambeau, because even when the Packers aren't playing their best version of offense, they might not have Josh Jacobs this week, possibly enter Emmanuel Wilson. They might not have Marcus Golden this week, but Christian Watson recently came back.
Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs needs to put some stickum on his gloves because he can't catch a football lately.
Yeah.
Jordan Love needs to wear new glasses.
Or something.
Yeah. He keeps messing around. Malik Willis might take his job. No, but being serious here, Matt LaFleur is not going to allow his team to lose a third straight home game. Micah Parsons showed moments of greatness in East Rutherford, particularly on the last couple of drives.
Yeah.
Give me the Packers in a hard-fought game here. I don't see anybody breaking 30. I think it will be close. So give me the Packers 27. Give me the Vikings 20 for the second consecutive week. I'm predicting the Packers to win by the same score, 27-20.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the same thing, 27-20. JJ McCarthy, it's basically rookie season, but still he should have some type of progress because you still sat on the bench for a whole year last season. So it's not like you were at home and you weren't on the field. You should still have something to say. Okay, I got a grasp of the playbook. Da 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 da, bang bang. You're more than halfway through the season. So you should have some type of I got this,
Just not good enough right now.
It's just not good enough. And I don't see Green Bay losing 3 straight at home. Green Bay, Lambeau, 3 straight at home? Nah, I don't see that happening. Josh Jacob being out, but I think what's going to get it done. We know Malik Willis, if he comes in for Jordan Love, which Jordan Love better get it together, man.
And Malik Willis has improved immensely since becoming a member of the Packers.
Yeah. And it's crazy when you go to Green Bay, you learn how to play football, learn how to play quarterback.
Absolutely. They don't strike out on quarterbacks over there.
I don't think they're going to miss Golden too much because he hasn't really been too productive anyway.
And he hasn't been ruled out yet, to my knowledge. I'm just kind of leaning towards my gut opinion on the matter.
Yeah, but I think Watkins, I think he'll get it done. Romeo Dobbs, yeah, dude, you need some glue or something on your hands. But I'm gonna go Green Bay 27-20.
All right. So for the second consecutive week, me and Idris both picked the same score with regard to the Packers.
Yay.
Yeah, man. Minnesota in a losing effort. I will say this: I think Aaron Jones rises to the occasion against his former teammates.
I do too.
But I don't think it'll be enough.
Yeah, we got to see a lot of Jetta. We need
now,
to see it.
If the Packers underachieve on offense and it comes down to kickers, I will take Reichert over Havrasik or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah,
that dude is trash. It's very rare that an opposing kicker makes the Giant kicking look better, but that was achieved last week.
That dude, whew, yeah.
Because I could forgive Younghoe Koo's one missed extra point because they backed him up.
Yeah.
But Koo hasn't been bad since taking over.
Nah, I prefer Koo. Koo's still young too, so I'm going with Koo. But I think if the play is going to depend on Drew, because we know we got in J.J. McCarthy. We already know.
No doubt.
Jordan Love, if he acts stupid out there and starts acting like Jameis Winston doing his 30-30 season, they could lose.
Yeah, man. And speaking of Jameis Winston, we're going to move this over, keeping it in the North. New York Football Giants at the Detroit Lions. 2-9 are the G-men, 6-4 are the Lions. The Giants will compete, but can they finish? The Lions need this game to keep pace with the Packers and the Bears in a very congested NFC North. Jackson Dart looks like he will be gearing up for this game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure Jameis will be on immediate standby because Detroit does have some hitters on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Keys to victory for an upset for the Giants. It goes without saying that schematically and strategically, you want to keep the Lions offense off the field. You want to win the time of possession battle. In order to do that, you got to run the rock and you got to be able to convert on third down.
Right.
Jackson Dart gives the team a better chance to do that than Jameis Winston does right now.
Yeah.
I want to see more of what I saw between Singletary and Tracy last week, who both played decent enough games. But between Daniel Bellinger and Theo Johnson, if the opportunities present themselves, got to catch the ball, gentlemen. Got to catch the ball.
Got to catch the ball. Because Jackson Dart's going to get it to you.
No doubt.
I like this. You know, I like what you got up there. We'll compete. I think we'll compete. But, God, man, you got Gibbs and Montgomery, man.
Yeah, that is a very unfavorable matchup for a Giant team that struggles mightily against the run. And fortunately, if you thought the Saquon Barkley second game against us was painful, and if you thought the Christian McCaffrey game was painful, in the words of the prediction coming from Clubber Lang, pain. It's going to be painful. Jahmyr Gibbs, give me 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. Give me a David Montgomery touchdown. And give me Jared Goff throwing at least one ball into the hands of Amon-Ra St. Brown or possibly Jameson Williams. That's looking like 28 right there. Put on another 7 for good measure. The Giants will compete predominantly in the first half, but give me the Detroit Lions 38. Give me the New York Giants 24. 2-touchdown victory for the Lions over our beloved New York Giants.
Yeah, everything you said, man. Gibbs, Montgomery. Yeah, Gibbs, I think he'll get 100. I think Amon-Ra, I think he'll get 1 or 2. That defense, man. I think our advantage is going against their defense as well.
Yeah, their defense is not fantastic. They have good players, but they haven't all the way gelled yet.
Yeah. So I think that'll help us, especially with Dart playing. You know, and if we go,
Dart's gonna keep some plays alive.
Yeah, and I think with Kafka, and I like what he's doing. He's actually utilizing what we had. We got Singletary, we got Tracy. Run them both. So I think that's good. So, yeah, I mean, going into Detroit and man, look, as far as I know, the Giants are going to win this game 27-24, man.
You're predicting a Giant upset.
The Giant upset, baby. They're going to play for Mike Kafka.
They did play for Mike Kafka last week. I will say that. So an upset wouldn't shock me, but I'd feel better about an upset if this game was going down in Jersey, as the Giants have not won a road game yet, although they came ever so close in the Bronco game as well as the Cowboy game.
Yeah.
And in Chicago, too. Let's be real. They should have 3 road wins this year, at least 2. The one that I could forgive is Dallas because of the potency of Brandon Aubrey's leg.
Yeah.
That was just a shootout. That was just a bona fide shootout between Dak and Russ.
Yeah, we still should have won, though.
No question. Keeping it, yeah, you got that right. Keeping it in the North yet again, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Chicago Bears. Will the Aaron Rodgers torture of the Bears continue?
Yes.
Caleb Williams gives the Bears a new hope. This is how I look at this. I think the Chicago Bears were incredibly fortunate to survive that Giant game a couple of weeks ago. The Bears have been rolling, though. Nice pickup game to avoid a season sweep because they, they probably should have never lost that first game against Minnesota.
Yeah.
That was one of the high points in J.J. McCarthy's season before he got injured the first time.
Yeah. I mean, I give Chicago their props, but I'm gonna look at Chicago the same way I see in New England. And I'm not hating on New England. I've been giving New England props. But I don't see a victory on their schedule that tells me, okay, this team is back. This team is here.
I'm with you, Idris. I'm with you.
And I think Aaron Rodgers will continue to torch the Chicago Bears because that's what he does.
If there isn't a bad turn, because he basically said to the media in Pittsburgh, it's not a pain management thing. It's functionality thing because he's more comfortable lining up in the shoddy, but
Yeah.
under center could be problematic.
Yeah. What is Chicago?
If Mason Rudolph is to play,
Oh, okay, that's different.
if Mason Rudolph is to play, I don't give the Steelers much of a shot. If Aaron Rodgers plays, I think this is a 3-point game either way, or at least a one-score game.
Yeah, yeah. If Mason Rudolph plays, I don't know why they keep bringing this guy back. Just bring back Landry Jones if you're gonna bring somebody back. Mason Rudolph, this dude.
Yeah, I know. He's an interesting one. But he did play well last week, though. I'll give him that.
They did. Yeah, but I'm gonna still go Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh 24-17. I think Chicago and Aaron Rodgers is just like Brady and the Jets. It's just like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter, and paying taxes. You know what's going to happen once a year.
Yeah, he has a thing with that beating that team. So if Rodgers plays, I'm pretty much on par with your score. I'm going 24-20 if Rodgers plays.
Mm-hmm.
In the event that Rodgers doesn't play, I'm going 27-17 in favor of the home team.
I can roll with that too. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, if Rodgers doesn't play, I don't like their chances.
No.
I mean, if Rodgers plays, I think he gives them just enough.
Yeah.
Keeping it in the North now on the AFC side as we'll transition over. It's the Cincinnati Bengals hosting the New England Patriots. 3-7 are the Bengals, 9-2 are the Patriots in a tie for best record in the AFC. The Bengals aren't good enough to afford their best player to be spitting at anyone and getting suspended.
No.
Expect the Patriots to bring constant heat on the quarterback and run the ball at will here. I see another big week out of Trevian Henderson. I think Hunter Henry's going to hit the end zone at least once.
Yes, sir.
And I also feel good about Drake May putting up 3, possibly 4 touchdowns. I'm gonna go 3 touchdowns for Drake May in the air. I'm gonna go 2 touchdowns for Travion Henderson on foot. That gives the Patriots 35, and you can sprinkle in a Borregales field goal, so that'll be 38. Maybe 41, but Drake May will make one silly mistake. Give me the New England Patriots 38. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals 38-20 in favor of the road team as they continue to roll. This will be, I believe their 10th straight victory.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same score, man. You can't do your defense sucks. Okay? Your defense sucks. So you know they're not gonna stop anyone. So you don't need to be on offense spitting on anyone. Because
this will be their 9th straight victory. My apologies.
They need you on the field because you have no defense. 0 defense. Your defense is worse than ours. Your defense is worse than Dallas. You have the worst defense. And you're not going to be in the game.
No, sir.
You said 30-17?
37-20. 38-20.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go the same thing, 38-20. Because I think Joe Flacco, and I heard Burrow might play.
It doesn't matter.
He might. They say he's been taking
Doesn't
reps.
matter. Doesn't matter. It'll be a little closer if Burrow plays, but they ain't
because he's still short. He's still short one of your main guys.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he'll play, especially with Chase being out. I don't think he'll play.
Nah.
But
not the week to bring him back.
No. And Flacco, you got one guy to really throw to, man, that you can depend on.
Yeah, T. Higgins, and you gotta hope that Losivas can step up.
Yeah. I don't see it happening, man.
Gotta run the rock, man. You gotta hope that Brown could have.
You ain't got a choice now.
They did upset them. What was it, last year in Mayo's debut? No, excuse me. They got upset last year.
Yeah, they got upset. Yeah.
Yeah. Different scenario last year. Not again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 38-20.
No upset here.
Nah, no upset here. It's gonna be a beatdown. They're gonna beat the shit out of Joe Flacco. They're gonna hurt him, man. They're gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit him a few times.
Yeah, hopefully Flacco survives this one.
Yeah.
All right, we got another team in the North that's hot on the heels of the Steelers. But be leery here because the Baltimore Ravens defense is still not where it needs to be. Yeah. This game could be interesting because I can see this game turning into a shootout, believe it or not. as if the good version of Justin Fields shows up, I could see some heroic moments from guys that you might forget that are even on the Jets. Like recently in that trade for Sauce Gardner, they picked up Adonai Mitchell out of Texas.
Yeah.
That kid is a burner.
Yep.
Jets' keys to victory, you got to run the ball and run it efficiently, and you need Justin Fields to take care of the football. I am not very impressed with this Baltimore defense, even though they are playing better having Lamar at the helm. Can the Jets slow down Derrick Henry? I'm going to say to a level they could. If the Jets hold Derrick Henry to 80 yards or less, they actually have a chance to win this football game.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at a shootout, but I trust the former league MVP a lot more than I trust young Justin Fields. I think when they're done slapping him around and messing him up with some of those exotic blitz packages, because they will take a few chances, he might be looking more like Kim Fields. Give me the Baltimore Ravens, 37. Give me the New York Jets, 29. An 8-point victory for the home team. Gives you some points here.
I don't know about Kim Fields, man. She looks pretty good, though.
Oh, she does. Justin Fields ain't a bad looking kid, you know. Yeah. But I want him to keep his facial features in check here.
Right, I got you. Dude, I don't trust Justin Fields, man.
Me neither. I like the kid, but I don't trust him either.
And I wanted him to do so good. I said he got a fresh start in New York, new coach. I mean, this is your team, homie. You don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder.
Right.
You had everything lined up for you, and you didn't get it done.
Right.
You look like the same thing you looked like before. You look worse than you looked like in Chicago when you didn't have anybody around you.
I tend to agree, Idris.
Yeah, so in Baltimore, their defense is not all that. We know that, but dude, damn. I don't see it close, man. I think Lamar and King Henry's going to batter these dudes, man. I think.
Yeah, like I said, if they can't stop King Henry, then forget about what I said.
Yeah. 20 Baltimore, man. And it's not going to be that close, man. I think Baltimore's going to beat that ass, man.
Did you say 40-20?
Nah, 34-20.
34-20. Heard that. All right. Yeah. We're
but
both on the Ravens here.
It's not a close 34-20, though.
Nah, I feel you. All right. Idris has them winning by 14. I have them winning by 8. It will be interesting, at least for a little while. We shall see how it plays out. Here's one that is not going to be too interesting unless if you're into draft capital. The Cleveland Browns at 2-8, Las Vegas Raiders at 2-8. The highlight, there's two things to look forward to here. Yeah. Can Shedeur Sanders play well enough to prove to the Browns that he is the right man to run the club? Can Geno Smith just stop looking like the old Geno Smith from the New York Jets?
Right.
And you got a cool running back matchup between Jukins and Gentry, two of the finest running backs in this draft class, not named Cam Scatterbo, because he's the best one of the bunch.
He's the best one, yeah.
Damn right. And Omarion Hampton ain't no slouch either, but he's currently injured. But I like the road team here for one simple reason. Myles Garrett's playing at an all-world level right now, honing in on a Defensive Player of the Year award as he's going to try to hold off Brian Burns. And I think Shedeur is going to be put in some favorable situations. Let's not forget that the Las Vegas Raiders were one of those teams that Shedeur was mocked to in a lot of drafts. And I think Shedeur probably would much rather be in Vegas than in Cleveland. And he might take this a little personal and look for Shedeur to possibly play a really good, complete football game. And it's going to help if they're all over Geno. Geno's having a crummy game like I think he will. And it's going to help if Jukins, his running back, is getting going, which I think is also very possible. Mm-hmm. Give me the Cleveland Browns by a score of 24-17. Actually, let's make that 27-17. It's not going to be as close as the score would indicate, as I see the Raiders getting a very late garbage time touchdown, and the Pete Carroll misery continues as he's going to continue to wonder, why am I not just staying home being a grandpa?
I'm going the other way, man. With Shador, I watched him play last weekend. Yeah, I know it was his first start. And a lot of his fans say, oh, man, he ain't done this. This is what I say about an NFL quarterback. If you're the second string or third string, you're supposed to know the playbook, and you're supposed to be ready to go in when they say, let's go.
Yep. He's saying the right things. I'll give him that. But he looks a little nervous to me.
Yeah, and see, that's the issue, and I hope his fans see this. That's the issue he had in his interviews.
Yes, sir.
Unprepared. But
yes, sir.
Didn't give a shit. No, he doesn't come
That's
prepared.
A big reason why the G-men traded up for Jackson Dart and didn't get Shador. Because a lot of people thought when they traded up, we were getting Shador.
And that's why people passed on him. Because he was never prepared. And his fans
he was not
understand that. And I watched him play last week, and the knock I had on him is like I had on everyone. He holds the ball. He doesn't check down on it. He doesn't do check downs. He locks in on one guy. And if he can't get it, he'll run until that guy gets open. To be fair, the Ravens aren't exactly a terrific defense. No. He should have a good day. Because you know what? I put it this way. Dillon Gabriel is not a starting quarterback.
No, he's not.
But the one thing about Dillon Gabriel, when he went on that Ford, he looked prepared.
Yes, he did.
He looked prepared to play. You know, that's the problem. See, Shador needs to go. He needs to stop shining and doing all this stuff. Put your head into your profession. I'm gonna go. I think they're gonna rattle him. I know the Vegas defense is not all that, and I don't know Cleveland's defense is well. I'll just say the Myles Garrett defense is all that.
Yes,
but they're gonna still have to score points, and I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I'm gonna go 21-17 in an ugly game. I think.
It wouldn't shock me. The Raiders almost beat Denver a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think that the running backs. I think Genty and what's his name. I think they'll do their thing. I think they'll get a lot of work, a lot of heavy work, which they need to, because of the quarterback. And I don't know what the hell Geno Smith's doing. He went back to his Jets days.
Yeah,
got the bag and forgot how to play. So
don't lie. And maybe Pete Carroll's going back to his Jet days too, because he sucks too right now.
He might be. Yeah. I'm gonna give Pete Carroll a little bit of a break. He was out of football for a little bit. But
he also taken on a very tough task.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a break this year because he got a whole different new squad and da. But I'm gonna go Vegas. I think Vegas will knock him off.
These guys haven't had their shit together since Rich Bisaccia.
I know.
Yeah,
they had it.
Another good job, Raiders, letting that guy walk out the door.
And Tony Soprano. I forgot how.
Sperano.
Yeah, I know. I call him Tony.
I'll always fondly remember the late Tony Sperano when he busted out that Wildcat Ronnie Brown nightmare in New England.
Yeah.
Brett and I, that was like week 3 of the 08 season. Brett and I were watching that game. And on the opposite tube, it was the G-Men and the Bengals in a nice shootout between Carson Palmer and Eli Manning.
Yeah, Eli Manning, yup.
Yeah, that was a fun day for me. Brett was angry. Ronnie Brown just housed those boys. And then I started looking into what the Madden playbook offered, and I duplicated history in Madden against Brett later that day. So he was all kinds of angry. Yes,
Good.
sir.
Good. I hope he didn't enjoy it either.
We disagree on the battle of 2 and 8, but it's all good. Jacksonville Jaguars going into Arizona to take on the 3 and 7 Cardinals. The banged up Jaguars look to avoid a trap game loss. The Cardinals will continue to struggle winning games if they get off to more slow starts. Fortunately for them, Jacksonville has a propensity for also starting slow. I could see a scenario here where you have multiple interceptions for both starters in Jacoby Brissett and Trevor Lawrence, but who do I trust to not put the ball in the defense's hands in this particular matchup? To be honest, that would be Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at a 1-score game either way. I am very tentative when I say this because coming off of a feel-good win against the Chargers, this has letdown written all over it. I want to take the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Take the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals 24. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars 23 as the man who kicked a 70-yard field goal, Little, is going to come up kind of small on a potential game winner.
I'm going 24-21 Arizona. I think, I trust Jacoby Brissett more than I trust Trevor Lawrence.
I'm with you.
I trust him more. He's more experienced. He's more, he knows the game. And he also knows, hey, this is my audition again. He's been around for a while.
No doubt. And that's a good segue because speaking of auditions, Kirk Cousins is getting the start and he might get the rest of them. Unfortunately, Michael Penix Jr., who you just spoke about recently, having the bad injury history, he might be shut down for the year with a knee injury. We wish him the best. Good kid.
I'm going to segue to that. Is that the next one? Because I'm going to give you the score on this. Oh, I already gave you the score, 24-21. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the segue. That's the segue. We're talking about auditions, so I had to throw in Kirk Cousins. And Tyler, how do you pronounce this man's last name? Tyler Shuck?
Shuck.
Shuck is going to chuck.
Yeah.
Shuck is going to chuck because he's going to have no choice because they're going to be down by multiple scores most of this game. Atlanta Falcons are not a great team, but they might look great in this one because all they got to do to win this game is run the damn ball.
Run the ball.
Run the damn ball with Bijan and Algier. Don't overcomplicate this. Yeah. Open up the play action for Kirk Cousins, and he might actually throw for 250 or better.
I agree. And the message to Giants fans, try to tell you guys, I watched this kid play in Indiana. I watched him all the way to freaking Washington. And I said to these knuckleheads, you cannot take a quarterback who has a history of leg injuries. If you put him in our offense, he will get crushed.
Indeed. There's a very rare breed of quarterback that can overcome that. In the past, we've seen it with Dan Marino, who was walking around like the Bionic Man.
Yeah.
We saw it on a smaller level when Tom Brady had that horrendous knee injury. But fortunately for him, he was in top physical form coming off an MVP caliber season, going 18-1 the previous year. So, he was able to bounce back. Marino was all guts because I remember late in his career, he had no mobility, but he was such a phenomenal pocket presence.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying with Penix. Good quarterback, man. But another quarterback who holds the ball too long. And see, his injury this time wasn't even on a violent hit.
No.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I said, dude, when you have a knee injury and you had two of them, the end of your career, your years, both years, that's a red flag, man.
Yeah, it's non-discriminatory when it comes to lower extremity injuries and people playing that position. Also really kills receivers.
Yeah.
Because people lose sight of the fact that if you lose just a little bit of a first step, it changes everything. Ask Odell Beckham.
Yeah, and he's a left-hand quarterback, and the ball comes off differently. So people got to adjust to that too. But I think in this game, New Orleans just doesn't have enough.
Nah.
And like I said, Raheem, keep it simple. Algier, Robinson. Up the middle, left, right. Give him the ball. Play action. Kirk Cousins is a very good play action quarterback.
Yes, he is.
Get that play action and roast him.
This is his audition to get picked up by somebody in the offseason.
Yeah, like the Jets.
Possibly.
The Raiders, the Jets.
Will Minnesota do the right thing and bring in some healthy competition for J.J. McCarthy, the Vikings, rather?
They should have they should have traded for him at the trade deadline.
When Shed went down, I thought for sure they would have.
Yeah. That's the right guy you bring in. He knows the system. He's loved in Minnesota.
Yes, sir. He never wanted to leave.
Minnesota they dropped the ball on that one.
Bijan goes for about $130 here, two scores. Give me the Falcons 30. Give me the New Orleans Saints a respectable 17.
I'm gonna go 31-17 Atlanta. I think Bijan will get I think he'll get $1.25. I think Algier get about 50 or 60 because he doesn't Bijan gets the heavy load, but I think he'll get off too. He'll get his shit in. I think Drake London's going to see the end zone a couple of times because Kirk loves some Drake London. So they both love Drake London. him and Penix. So Drake London's going to get his. As for Mr. I don't catch the ball all the time, he might get a couple. You know what I'm talking about.
Of course I do.
I can't even give him a name anymore.
He doesn't deserve to be spoken on.
Catch the ball, dude.
In a potential low-key game of the week, we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to AT&T taking on the 4-5-1 Dallas Cowboys. These teams have changed direction since their close battle in week 1, a game that I think the Cowboys should have won. The Eagles are winning, but there is a growing frustration with the play of quarterback Jalen Hurts amongst Eagles teammates. Having said that, Jalen Hurts talked to the media and said that nobody on the team has directly come to him. And I'll be real with you. If that's the case, I don't really respect that because I think that things need to be spoken about amongst men, maybe have a players-only meeting, but it kind of sucks when you're hearing it second and third hand.
Yeah,
Dallas Cowboys, emotional high, as we both predicted, going into Vegas and putting the beat down on the Raiders, really honoring Marshawn Breeland with that win. I think this game is going to look a lot similar to the first time they played, but I think the difference is that there's going to be a different result. We love to make fun of the Cowboys, especially you do, but let's keep it a buck here. Dak Prescott has owned the NFC East like few have.
True. Very true.
And I'll be honest with you, they should have won that game last week if CeeDee Lamb wasn't suffering from the drop seats.
Yeah, they should have won.
Yeah, man, everything broke their way. Jalen, what's his last name, the spitter? Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Carter got duped by Dak Prescott. Dak being the gamesman spit on the floor, but close enough to kind of piss him off.
Yeah.
And Jalen just spit on Dak. So Dak won the battle of brain power there.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks are smarter. Let's be real. I like the Cowboys here, man. I think Javonte Williams gets going. I don't think he has a blow-up game, but I think he does enough to keep Dak comfortable in the pocket, not having to really do a lot of moving. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to win his one-on-ones. The Eagles' defense has been really good lately.
Yeah.
So I think that Dallas is going to try to bring them down to size a little. And I think that you're going to see Jalen Hurts throw the ball a little more. But unfortunately, I think it's not going to work out well, as I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to pick off 2 passes.
Okay.
Give me the Dallas Cowboys close victory here, the same score as the Packer game. Give me the Cowboys 27. Give me the Eagles 20. Keeping the Dallas Cowboys playoff hopes getting a little fatter. They have a chance if they win this year.
As a bigger hater of the Cowboys than Stephen A. Smith, because you would never catch me wearing a Dallas Cowboy jersey for any reason at all, unless I lost a bet. But you will never see me wearing one. No, I love Roger Staubach. He's my favorite Cowboy player. I love Hollywood Henderson. He's one of my favorite Cowboy players. I love Tony Romo. He is my favorite of all time of Cowboy players. But I will not wear a shirt. So that makes me a bona fide hater. However, Dak Prescott's been playing his ass off.
Yes, he has.
Can't take that away from him. Had they had at least an average defense, they'd be contending for a playoff spot, even if it was average.
I'll be honest with you. My favorite Cowboy of all time, even though he broke my heart more than a couple of times, but one particular Sunday, week 17 of the 93 season, Emmitt Smith, just because his heart was bigger than his body. Playing with the guts that he played in Giant Stadium against the Giants team, that was like a passing of the torch moment.
Yeah.
As that was the final run for Sims and LT. Classic game.
Yeah, he owned us, man. Emmitt owned
Shed's
us.
on the other side. He's got Philly winning here.
Yeah, I'm going Philly too, man. I think it's going to be a good game like the first one. I think it's going to be a real good game. I think Dak will keep them in the game because that's what Dak does. But I think that Dallas defense, I think they've gotten better. But they're still weak on the back end. And I think that's where Philly's going to exploit them. And I think Saquon, he's finally found his groove. And, they can't stop the run still.
That's going to be the question. Are they going to force Saquon, or is it still going to be this topsy-turvy? Because he did have that big week against the G-Men, but then once again kind of regressed against the Packers.
Yeah, but I think I think he's going to do his thing this year. Playing in Dallas too. Yeah, I'm going to go. Shea got 34. Dang, I want to go. I'm gonna go 31. Damn, because Dak is gonna keep him in the game.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
gonna go 31-28. I think it'll be a field goal. Damn man, this is hard, dude. I'm gonna go 31-28 Philly, but it would not surprise me if Dallas wins because
Yeah, it's hard because it's been a long time since either one of these guys swept the other.
Yeah, because I'm not going to count Dallas out. You know, as much as I'm a hater, I'm not going to count them out because of Dak and Williams, and of course CD. But
I think the reason why I'm not counting them out is because I'm just not impressed with Philly on the level that their offense is too talented player-wise to be doing this poorly.
I'm not too keen. Reason I'm going for them because I know how they get up for Dallas, and you're playing in Dallas. You know, yeah, that's the reason why. But if Dallas wins, which I hope they don't because I can't stand them. I don't like neither one of them. I wish they went to a damn tie again, but I know that may not happen. But if Dallas wins, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, neither outcome would surprise me. We shall see. The Eagles have definitely been locked in since they lost to the G-Men. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
At least on defense.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Los Angeles Rams. This is one of Baker Mayfield's two teams when he was on his redemption tour after the Cleveland Browns really gave up on him, in my opinion, too early. They didn't support him, and that's just why the Browns are who they are. You go beat the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road in a playoff game, you come ever so close to beating the Kansas City Chiefs and going to the AFC title game, and then you run into some injuries, and your reward is, bye-bye, we want the guy that likes to massage parlors. As the Rams go, Matthew Stafford enjoying a great deal of success with, in my opinion, this particular season's best 1-2 receiving punch, Puka Nacua, Davante Adams. The West frontrunners need have some serious Super Bowl aspirations. And, you know, Bucky Irving looks like he's finally going to hit the field this week. Good for him.
He got on the field before GTA 6? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be enough to upset the Rams here. Rams front seven is ferocious. They are arguably the best team in the entire NFL, at least the best team in the NFC, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the Buccaneers are a scrappy bunch, and they got a lot of heart. I expect a close game, but I think late in the game, the Bucs are going to run out of juice.
Yeah.
Give me the Los Angeles Rams 31. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20. An 11-point victory for the Rams. It could get a little higher scoring than that, but I'm going to keep it on the humble side for now. 31-20 in favor of the home team. And I predicted in the preseason that the Rams and Packers were going to play in the NFC title game. I'm starting to lose hope in the Packers. I still think the Rams are very much going to be there. So if I was picking it right now, the Rams are winning the NFC.
I'm with you. As for the game, I think with Baker Mayfield with Cleveland, I think they did him wrong, but I think they did him a favor.
You're damn right they did.
Yeah, he matured. And now
he became a better quarterback and a better human.
Yeah, he became a much better quarterback. He's more of a leader now. And he looks, I mean, people got to realize that team is hurt, but he got this team looking like they still want to win. And that's that maturity. That's that growth. So I think Cleveland did him a favor. Cleveland does Cleveland. So we already know that. Yep. They got like the most quarterbacks. So, and I think if he stayed, I don't think they would have built around him. Cause look how they did that. Even with Deshaun Watson, Mr. Massage Parlor, even though he got there, they've never built around him either.
Well, it's also hard to build around him when you make the stupid choice of making him the highest paid quarterback.
Exactly. So I think Cleveland, I'm glad they cut him.
Got him out of a bad situation because nobody wants to really be there. Myles Garrett is one of the rare breeds.
Yeah.
That he's like a proud Brown, similar to the greatest Brown of all. Of course, I'm talking about Jim Brown.
Yeah, you got Jim Brown. Oh, sure, I just forgot the offensive lineman that retired a few years ago that was there.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah,
Joe Thomas was a proud Brown.
Yeah, you got certain Browns who just say, hey, this is where I am.
And possibly none prouder than Bernie Kosar. And congratulations to Bernie. It looks like he is making a turn for the better with his cancer treatments. One of the NFL's all-time real tough guys and good guys.
Yeah.
I remember those people were ready to revolt when they got rid of Bernie Kosar. And I do believe that's one of the reasons why Bill Belichick didn't get held onto over there.
He holds a dubious record of the man who threw for the most yards without throwing a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a wacky stat. That's a wacky one.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with the Rams. The Rams are the best team in the NFC right now. They might be the best team in the league. I mean, from top to bottom.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
Yeah, if I had to pick a Super Bowl guy, a Super Bowl NFC represent, it's the Rams. It's the Rams. Matthew Stafford, like, God, this dude's in his 15th year, something like that. And he's
he looks rather rejuvenated.
Yes.
I mean, he had spurts last year, like that snow game in Philly, and when the Rams were relocated because of the terrible events that were going on with the wildfires.
Yeah.
You know, they had a sense of purpose. And I said it to your cousin in Messenger. I said it on the show.
Yeah.
If the Rams don't get hit with that false start where the Eagles were able to get some new lungs on the field, they win that game.
Yeah, they win that game.
And if they win that game, no disrespect to the Rams, I think the Chiefs would have three-peated.
Yeah, I think they would have to. But
yeah, buddy.
I'm going to go with the Rams in this. I'm going to go. I think it's going to be close. I think Baker is Baker, and Baker. I don't see bad Baker anymore. You got good Baker and you got decent Baker now. I think we're going to keep getting good Baker, because good Baker, that guy. I mean, no Chris Godwin. You know, he had no Mike Evans for a while. Bucky, you know, we'll see if he comes back this week. you know, Rashad White. So I'm gonna go Rams 31, Bucks 21. I just don't think he has enough to throw to.
No, I do think in a losing effort, Cade Otton will perform well.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football brings us to Santa Clara, Shed's favorite team, the 49ers at 7-4, a shocking record, but they have endured the injuries. Last week, Shed hit it on the head that they were going to blow out the Cardinals as they got back some healthy bodies. Ricky Pearsall getting on the field. Monday Night Football. This is going to be a good one. 6-5 are the Panthers. 7-4 are the Niners. This is the best Carolina team since the departure of Run CMC, who is obviously the 49ers' most dynamic player. Yeah. This is a battle of two really excellent running backs. Of course, McCaffrey, who's all-world and has been doing it for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second, Idris.
Okay.
I will be ready.
All right. And Rico Dowdell left Dallas. Dallas thought he wasn't good enough. He went to Dallas. He went to Carolina. That guy dealing with injury after injury after injury after injury, and they're still winning. That's resilience. That's next man up. Don't complain. We got a game to play. You know, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones. I'm surprised at Mac Jones. I mean, he was basically dead in the water after leaving New England. I mean, backup quarterback. You know, he'll never make it in the league. And he's going out there in San Francisco. He's won a few games. He's starting to like the quarterback they drafted him to be. He has a ways to go because still Brock Purdy is the man there. That's the man they're putting the money in. So it's good that he went to Frisco. Yeah, I agree. You're right, Shed. That's the problem. Neither can really sack the quarterback. That's why I think it'll be offense. And I think CMC, I think he's going to be too much for that Carolina. That Carolina defense is good. They're real good. But CMC is CMC. And when he's on the field, he's going to do what he got to do. And he's going to do CMC things, you know. So he playing in Santa Clara too. If they was in Carolina, I would call it a little bit differently because the Panthers play well at home. They play damn good at home. I've been going to Charlotte for their home games, sitting at the tailgates and stuff like that, talking to people. And it's hype in Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte's only like an hour away from me. They're hype in Charlotte. You know, they got a team. They got a contender. Say, hey, kid, we got a team. We're going to build for next year. But you're going against the 49ers. You know, you're going against the 49ers. and they come at you from all type of angles. So exactly, Pearsall, and the funny thing, Shed, my favorite out of all them 49ers is Kittle. I love me some Kittle. That's my dude. Of the tight ends in the league, Kittle is my number one. I know he may not be the best, so they say, but George Kittle is my favorite tight end in the NFL. And he's been my favorite tight end in the NFL for a good while. I don't know. I got the man crush on George Kittle, all right? But I think they're going to, even though they don't get to the quarterback as much, I think they'll get to Bryce Young. Bryce Young has gotten better, much better, and he's progressing. He's starting to read the defenses better, because like he's another quarterback who couldn't read zone defense that well. He's a little bit better than the others, but he wouldn't settle down on the stuff. But some shit, I'm going to put him top 3 in my opinion. I put him top 3 in the league in my opinion. He's one of them guys who the 49ers, when they're healthy, they got so many people to throw the ball to and hand. It's not enough balls. But he's consistent. So I put him in the top 3. And I keep him
I would agree with that, because he's such a phenomenal blocker.
Yes.
He brings a toughness and a juice to that team.
I didn't even know he was back.
No, it's all good. No, I was enjoying what you were getting at. Yeah. Kittle, no worse than 4, even at his miles in the league.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, I would have in the top 5 still.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that on any given Sunday he could really turn it up.
He's dependable, very dependable.
A surprising guy that makes the top 5 on my list this year is Dallas Goedert, because of the fact that he has been such a red zone threat this year for the Philadelphia Eagles.
He's underrated, dude. Dallas Goedert,
no question. Good. Tyler Warren, in my opinion, is the best in the league right now.
I could say that.
And guys based on potential, but a guy that's based on potential, but I want to see more from, is Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
And since we talk about the word potential, Syracuse man Oronde Gadsden has only been really starting for the better part of a month, but he has definitely made an impact for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Like his father.
One last guy that I want to mention, but he's got a long way to go, but he does have potential, is Theo Johnson of the New York Giants.
Yeah.
And also Mason Taylor of the New York Jets.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm with the game. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like 30-20. I think they'll get to Bryce Young a couple of times. But I think it'll just be too much CMC, and I think it'll be in Kittle. I think Kittle's gonna get a lot of work, man. I think he's gonna get a lot of work.
Yeah. I think this is a game where Kittle could shine. To Shed's point, neither one of these teams are going to sack the quarterback much, if at all.
Right.
But I like the 49ers' chances of limiting Rico Dowdell more than I like the Carolina Panthers' chances of limiting their former franchise star, Christian McCaffrey. Having said that, I still expect a close enough game. Give me the San Francisco 49ers 29. Give me the Carolina Panthers 23.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I think Carolina will put. That's what I was saying when you was going. I said, had it been in Carolina, it'd have been a little bit differently. But I think because in Santa Clara, I think the 49ers, they've been fighting, dude. I mean, they're a mass unit, but they've been fighting. So I think because they're at home, I think they're gonna come up, and like I said, you got Jennings coming, you got Pearsall. So I think that's gonna be a big boost to them. I see Kittle having a pretty good day. Because the one thing about the Panthers I saw, the linebackers are good, but they get beat over the middle a lot. And I think with Dowdell, I think he'll do good. But I don't see him battering for the 49ers.
And speaking of Dowdell, Idris, did you get that trade I sent you?
I hadn't checked it yet. I gotta get on my other computer, but
at the conclusion of this. And that package that you're going to send Brett as well, as we are teasing as to what we're going to be doing just before the deadline. Shed, get a trade in with anybody if you're looking to get more capital as the deadline approaches this week.
Yep. The Mixmaster Kung Fu are having a fire sale, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a question for both of you. I'm going to have Shed type in his answer. I'm going to have Idris verbalize his answer, as I'm going to take this opportunity, since Shed's been hanging with us all show, for start, bench, cut. Best AFC team. I won't do NFC because Shed kind of beat me to the idea.
I saw that.
Herbert is for sale. You know, Shed, as ridiculous as it sounds, I might take you up on that, even though I did trade him to you. You talk about desperation.
Let's roll.
For some reason, I'm not able to get this question in. It's not going through on send, so I'm just going to read it to you.
All right.
Start, bench, cut, best AFC team, Broncos, Colts, Patriots. Start one, bench one, cut one. Idris, you go first, and then we'll let Shed type in his answer.
You said Broncos, Colts, Patriots?
Yeah, and you could, elaborate, because I know Shed will probably elaborate in his type in.
Okay, I'm going to start Denver. I'm going to bench Indianapolis. I'm going to cut New England. I'm starting Denver because that defense, and you can't win without defense. I think their offense needs improvement. I think Knicks took a step back, but one thing Knicks does, he keeps them in the game. He's not making stupid mistakes, and he commands the offense. So I'm going to start with them because, as long as you got defense, you're going to always be in the game. I'm benching the Colts because I see them like Denver. They have a good defense, damn good offense, hell of a running back. They got a 1-2 at running back, actually. And Indiana Jones has been efficient. I think they have everything they need to win. I think they just needed the test, and the test is coming this weekend. I'm cutting New England not because I feel that a week is up to 3, but like Indianapolis, they hadn't played anyone. They really don't have a dominating offense. They don't have a dominating defense. They have a very good team. They have a good man. They got a good game manager in. I'm gonna call him a game manager now, but I don't have a problem with a player being a game manager, because
Tom Brady was for the first part of his career.
Yes, if you're winning games, I'm cool. You don't have to go for 400, 500, 600 yards. Win.
Nah, it's all aesthetics. The only thing that matters is winning.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
Unless if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, do more, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and I was going to get there, but Shed said they're young and they need more time. They haven't beaten anyone I could say, damn. I mean, they did beat Buffalo, but I don't want to take nothing away from Buffalo, but they don't look like that Buffalo of last year or the Buffaloes of years before.
Right.
They're on the come up though. Yes, that's mine, man.
I agree with both of you in the way that you assess the start, the bench, and the cut. Mm-hmm. The reason I give the Broncos the start, because sometimes Bo Nix can be frustrating. Yeah. It's because I truly do trust Sean Payton, the coach.
Yeah.
And I also trust that Denver defense.
Yes, sir.
And I also like the fact that young RJ Harvey out of UCF is getting his chance. It sucks that it's at the expense of yet another J.K. Dobbins injury.
Right.
I don't know how much more this man could take before he has to call it a career and hang up the cleats. I really like J.K. Dobbins. He's a hard worker. He always comes back from injury. But at any rate, that's why I have them as the start. Mm-hmm. I would bench the Colts for the simple fact that I am not truly convinced that they can go on the road and shake things up yet. The Broncos, on a couple of different occasions this year, have already proven that, most impressively in Philadelphia.
Yes, sir.
The Patriots, I'm with you and Shed for the same reason, for different points you made, but the same reason. Shed just flat out said in a very simplified way, they're upcoming, but they're not all the way there yet. You kind of elaborated more, which is why I'm going to give you the dub. But you elaborated more. Oh, wait a minute. Shed is still talking. Defense is decent, but it's not as dominant as others. Okay, fair enough. Turnover prone in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
He has been. He has been. But a more dangerous game. Okay, so that's Shed's final wrap on that. Before I announce a winner, okay, so the Colts, yeah, I'm fearful about them winning on the road. I'm not as fearful about Daniel Jones and the whole spotlight thing. I think that got overplayed just because the Giants are so terrible in bright lights. His biggest bright light win was actually that Sunday nighter against Washington, the controversial Terry McLaurin non-call in the end zone.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
One of the best K5 snaps that he's had in his Giant career. The sack, the pickup, and then that just that face of fear.
Yeah.
New England Patriots, they haven't beaten enough good teams. It's not their fault. You play who's on your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
The Washington Commanders had a similar narrative. They made the NFC title game last year, and their first signature win was against the Eagles, albeit Jalen Hurts was concussed.
Yeah.
So I'm with both of you. I'm giving Idris a slight dub. I think he just put a little more detail on it. But I agree with both of you guys. It's very close in terms of deciding the winner. Shed, I appreciate your participation today as always.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, you make both excellent points. I'm reading Shed's final point about Denver. Very solid on Shed's part. But I think that's a wrap for today, gentlemen. Shed, good job on the comments. Appreciate you contributing your opinions on each and every game. Idris,
Yo,
great job in your own right.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Good show today.
Oh, yeah.
Week 12 NFL preview is now behind us. Idris, I do want to ask you this, and I'm going to ask Shed one last question on the way out.
Yeah.
Who is going to the Super Bowl? Of course, this is a week-to-week question, and I could ask you in 2 weeks, and it might be a different answer, and that's all right.
I'm saying the Rams in the NFC.
Yes, I agree with you there.
AFC, damn. Oh, damn, I don't know, man. Shit. Oh, damn. AFC is so damn deep, dude.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna toss a team up there. I'm gonna go Denver.
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick.
I don't want to pick against KC. I don't want.
If Elway would have hung out a third season and tried to three-peat, which is shocking that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
If Elway would have hung out for one more season,
Yeah.
I truly believe that you would have saw that Super Bowl.
I agree.
I'm going to differ from you just to shake it up, and also because I believe there's some truth to it. While I still would cut the Patriots out of the three, remember, it's based on right now, not in a month.
Yeah.
I'm picking the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be part 3 of the Rams and Patriots colliding in the bowl. This time the Rams finally get them.
You know, the funny thing about that, I told Brett that. I said, Brett, you guys are a Super Bowl contender. He's like, no. I said, no, you guys are a Super Bowl contender. I said,
it's real.
Yeah, I told you, I didn't say y'all winning. I said, but y'all can contend for the Super Bowl. You know?
And ain't nobody going to be more pissed watching that game than 3 men. Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, and Jared Goff.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Because they stopped it. They stopped them from going back to back.
Jared Goff had such a phenomenal season against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the season that they won it, but he just got shut down. And the thing was, Tom Brady had far from a good Super Bowl too. So the Raiders had their chances, and then you back it up to 2001, 2002. You know, the whole Spygate thing really took on steam when the true investigation went down 6 years later. But when you look at the way it went down, and then the Rams ditched their playbook, and the Patriot offense really struggled to slow them down, I hadn't seen something like that. You'd probably have to go all the way back to 25 when the New York Giants did not have an answer for the Buffalo Bills run and gun, where I saw Belichick and Parcells just both stumped out of their
Buffalo
minds.
offense back then, dude.
1990 Bills are the greatest team in their history. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah, they were.
The best compliment that they could get during that era of football is that they played like an NFC team because the NFC won 13 years in a row.
Yeah, they were tough, man. They were tough. Whew. Good show, man.
Damn right.
Good pop-up show, hey.
Yeah, we're going a little earlier for various reasons, but myself, Jen, and Noah all have the flu.
Oh man.
I'm the closest to recovering. But I actually spent a couple hours in the hospital yesterday because I just, like when you're so damn sick, especially us as men, we're just like, man, I ain't doing shit. I'm just going to sit here and die. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
So I just took it upon myself and said, I need to go. And I'm glad I did. Took good care of me.
Yeah. Hell to the yeah.
Whenever you have a Jamaican nurse and a Puerto Rican nurse, you know they ain't playing.
That's the combo.
Then an Asian doctor. It was like the trifecta.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but shouts out to them. They did take good care of me and definitely felt a lot better. I probably could have went to work today, but on the safe side of things, I'll be returning tomorrow.
Man, it's all good. Take the day off, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. Oh, there go my daughter.
All right, well, I timed it out good.
Yeah, my
For
daughter.
Idris and for Shed, it's Richie. If you haven't already, please make it a point, like and subscribe to the channel. The Richie X Jr. Sports Podcast on YouTube. Check out the V-Mix, the Vicious Mix with this guy. Idris Salam. Live through 65.com. Check out our friends at the Casual Convo Show every 8 to 10 on Wednesdays. I talked to my man Quentin. I did hear that they're starting to do some Monday action. So definitely make sure you keep tabs on them. That gives me a chance to pop in a little more frequently. Shouts out to all of them at the Casual Convo Show. Check out our boys at the Sports Corner, Mr. Nast, Mr. Gallagher. Check out the Bleed Blue podcast. Fans of our show, we are fans of theirs as well. Until next time, I am Richie. He is Idris. Enjoy the rest of your day. We out and enjoy Thursday night. Peace.